Darren Campbell with Confident Home Solutions, licensed general contractor, builder, remodeler in North Carolina, and I want to talk about my tool bag because I have nothing else to talk about. We're waiting on two different jobs concerning engineers' reports. We're waiting on a window delivery. We're waiting on a door delivery. We're just waiting on wait anymore. No, all joking aside, I really have. I've had different people comment on my tool bag, what they've seen it on site or in the work van, and I just want to go over what we have it and how it's evolved and there. All right, let's jump right into it. All right, working left to right, you're going to see a tester in here. Very first thing, that Klein or whatever tester, it's always in there to make sure that we're not cutting a hot line. Lennox screwdriver. This is a multi-bit, and I definitely like the one. Most of them do have it, but give us our square bits in there. But that's necessary quite a bit. I will say one thing, that I switched from a Milwaukee, Milwaukee was black and red, over to this Lennox blue and white. The white stands out quite a bit better than the black and red. I was misplacing the Milwaukees all the time, and we had 3 or 4, and I was leaving them places all the time because it didn't stand out to me. So that Lennox, switching to that, and I'll explain when I get over to that too why I switched over to that. All right, chisels here. You see 3 chisels. These are Buck Bros. Just a cheap chisel from Home Depot. See, that one has caulk on it, but still they work pretty good. We have our better chisels, you know, we'll bring them to the job if we need them, but these work great. And look at this one that Harley's repurposed. You see the edges all rounded over on the one. So we don't let chisels go to waste. You know, when I first got into construction, I did not see the value of chisels, and my mind has totally changed on that. That's one of my most valued tools there. All right, long pair of needle nose pliers. This is a snap-on variant, but any pair of needle nose work right there. Snips. This is a Lennox brand here. There again, I had a multiple pair of Weiss, and those are awesome shears, but I could not see them. And so these Lennox here, and I actually do like the mechanism in this Lennox a little bit better, but I like that white, blue, and yellow right there. It stands out pretty well. Moving over here to our lineman pliers. These are a wood brand. If I were to give any recommendation, and this is basically on 2 items, side cutters and lineman pliers. When these things start to wear out, get rid of them. I do it myself, and boy, every time I buy myself a new pair of lineman pliers, I'm like, why did I use those other ones for so long? All right, Southwire. These wire strippers. These are the best ones that I've had so far. These are nice. Really good teeth up here. Very generous pair of wire or area to cut with. These are nice. I like the handles too. Good pair. And you're probably going to be wondering, why does he have 2 set of long reach needle nose pliers? Well, that's for joist hangers. So when we're nailing in our joist hangers, let's say you're working on a 2x10 or 2x12, and you're putting a hanger on, you can hold that nail. Let me grab my hammer. You can hold that down through there. It's always awkward, especially if you're working up in an existing crawl space or what have you, and you hold that nail and come in there with a hammer. Works excellent. All right, that pretty much covers that. But since I'm already here, I'm going to go inside the bag. You're looking at an orange pair of Weiss shears. Now, I did keep these. These orange stand out a little bit better than the red. They're okay. I can't remember what brand I had. It's been a while. I actually think Rigid made them. I think I preferred them to these, but I've not been able to find original brand. I have a pair of I think Lennox, but they're gray, and I don't care for them at all because I can't see the things either. You'll pick up on a common theme with hand tools with me is whether or not I can find them and if we can quickly identify them. And here in another pouch, I have a captioned fascia trim nail set. It holds the nail in there, holds it while you, who is this, by Melco? Probably. It looks like that's what it says. And of course this is a vinyl tool by Melco also. But this gets used for way more than just fascia nails. And rounding out the portions on this side is an adjustable square. Okay, so I'll move on over to this side. We have our DeWalt hybrid saw. It actually has a sheath in down through there. Vice Grip brand channel lock version. We got small, medium, large. Moving on the inside, we have a small square, fastback. You know them. I love them things. We have, that's just a backup right there. An angle finder, multi-tool, not multi-tool, 5-in-1. I guess it is a multi-tool. Right angle, bit driver, and 2 adjustable wrenches, 12-inch. And make sure you guys get yourself some good ones. Don't chimps on adjustable wrenches. Okay, DeWalt set. You guys have already seen that video. One of my previous ones on how I have it set up. Christmas tree trying to get out there. Not Christmas yet. A Martinez M1 smooth face hammer. Harley and I both have the identical hammer. We've been able to eliminate our other hammers, and we're both using that exclusively for both trim and for framing. DeWalt Speed Square, specifically mentioned DeWalt because this is machine square. Has better edges than a Johnson or a Swanson Speed Square. I like it. I've not been using it for, I've only used it for approximately 6 months. This and the smaller one, the 6-inch, and I much prefer these over the Johnson and Swanson Speed Squares. Bosch 12 volt. I only use the Bosch 12 volt drill now. I don't use the impact. I'm just trying to minimize tools. We have 18 volt or 20 volt drills and impacts on the work vehicle, so I actually only need that 12 volt drill for quite a bit of my work. East wing pry bar, excellent tool here, super strong. Shoot, that's 20-25 years old. I think my parents bought that for me when I was quite a while ago. Vaughn. So when you get into cat paws, a lot of companies make junk cat paws. Vaughn makes some good stuff. Here's a titanium stiletto cat paw. Both Harley and I use them. Both those are in our tool bags. We don't carry the steel Vaughn in our tool bags. It's this titanium. If I'm doing a bunch and I'm really beating on it hard with, you know, well, I have to say I've really beat on this thing, and it's lasting. I'm pretty happy with the back of that stiletto cat paw, so I don't have much to complain about there. Adjustable, large adjustable square there. Another Vaughn. I used to have a little bit slightly larger one, small cat paw with a pry bar on the end. Misplaced that one. Stanley level. Oh, that's pretty excellent. It has magnets in it. 16-inch tape measure there, and the last of it is 2 Vaughn super bars. Yeah, so Harley and I both have them bars there, and that's about the best out there. Now he did, like I brought up about this East Wing, this is about 20-25 years old. I bought one here more recently for, well, Harley picked one up about a year ago, and they made it a little bit bigger than this. Now he likes it. I guess I've got used to this one. I actually prefer this one, but their newer version's a little bit different than this. Wow, look at the back of that thing, how it's just rounded over. I'll put some heat on that. That used to be square. It's round now. So, pretty excellent. Okay, so on this end we got one of the Stanley Sweetheart black planes. Very nice. Got a rabbet plane on how you can exist doing any type of finished carpentry without that rabbet plane. Adjustable wrenches, not adjustable, ratcheting wrenches. 3/8, I think 3/8 through 9/16, and then we got some few metric. That pretty much takes care. So I have a lot of different colors going on in here, and there's a reason why. We can walk up to our tool bag really quick and look, hey, you know, I mean, for example, even for myself, when I go up to look for a pair of needle nose, when they're pushed down in here, the only two pair of red pliers that I have are these and the long duckbill long reach needle nose. So if I'm looking for those pliers and I want something quick, you know, I've already identified red with the needle nose. Go up there and grab them, they're in my hand. If I send out Gary or whoever to grab a pair of needle nose and he's not real familiar with my tool bag, and I say, hey, go out and grab me a pair of needle nose pliers, and he comes back, but I tell him, I was like, they're red, he's only gonna bring me back two, and he's not gonna spend a half hour going down through each one. Hey, what's this, what's this, what's this? He's gonna quickly identify, hey, there's this and this, nothing else here, and here's red, so clearly it's these. So I think that's a big benefit too, as to not going with one brand. There's a lot of companies that make good products. Stanley, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Crescent, Channel Lock. I know I've left some out there. Weiss, Woods, Southwire. There is a ton of companies that make good quality tools out there, and that's why you see a sea of colors here. It's that way I'm not getting the same color tool, and it's easier to identify and quicker. All right, I know this is a little bit long here, but it's the tool bag's working pretty well for us, and hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button, notification, and leave a comment telling me how bad my tool bag is. All right.